Arts, and today I'm taking part in a hashtag Get to Know You tag that was put together by Diane over at Die's Crafty Corner, and I'll put a link to her channel and that video in the description below and also up in the iCard. So there's 22 questions, and if you'd like to play along, if you make videos, then I encourage you to do so. She's giving away a really cute stamp set, and what else? I remember the stamp set. I don't know, something else. I think probably a die or something. Yeah, it was a set of dies, really cute dies. Okay, so I'll just get right to it. I have the questions here on my phone, so I'll just go ahead and get to them. First name, Yva, and it's spelled with a Y because my parents wanted to make things difficult for me, I think. No, really they just wanted to make sure that it was pronounced correctly, and for the life of me, nobody knows how to pronounce my name. So based on the spelling, I just grew up in a predominantly Hispanic area, and they didn't want people pronouncing it Eva. So they decided the Y would work great because there's Yvonne and Yvette, and just thought that that would make sense to people, which I guess those names also are not very popular or well known, or people just don't think about that, so I get Yva and Yva and Iva and Ava and I don't know, all kinds. So anyway, second question, nickname. I don't really have nicknames. When I was growing up, my mom used to call me Love, and now my boyfriend calls me Beautiful. So I guess that's it. Let's see, my birthday is February 4th, and I was born on my aunt's birthday, so that was pretty cool. Fourth question, what best describes where you live? I'd say big, because I live in Texas, and Texas is ginormous, and it takes forever to even get out of the state, so yeah. I grew up in South Texas, and I've also lived up in Dallas, and I'm going to be moving back there pretty soon, actually. This fall, I believe I'll be moving back up to Dallas, so. What's your crafty style? I'd say bright colors and lots of texture. I love lots of textures, using stencils and modeling pastes and layers of deli paper and jelly printing, and just, it can be grungy, it can be more simple, but I really love bright colors. Let's see. Most used crafty tool. I'd have to say my heat gun, because I'm really impatient and I don't like to wait for paint to dry. So, most wished for crafty tool. I was going to say the Brothers Scan and Cut, but my parents actually got me the silhouette portrait for Christmas, and it's worked pretty great. I got the Pick Scan mat to go with it, so I can scan in images the same way you could with the Brothers Scan and Cut. And I also like the program that comes with it. So I'm going to say a MacBook Pro, because I mean, we're wishing, right? So why not wish big? My iMac died, and I have a fill-in, but it's older, and I know it's just a matter of time before it's also going to go kaput, and I would just, and it's a desktop, it's an iMac, so I would like the ability to, you know, move around and use it in different places, so a laptop affords. So let's see, where am I? Number 8, favorite crafty brand. I'm going to tell you that I went through all of these and came up with my answers before, just so that I wouldn't get stuck. And I said Ranger, just because I love the Dilutions paints and the Distress ink pads, and I like Tim Holtz stuff, like all the Tim Holtz stuff. I don't have a whole lot of crafty items, but I find that whenever I'm going to like those crafty stores, that I do like a lot of those items. So, oh, and then of course color art, because I don't know if I told you, but I'm on the design team, so yay! I love their paints and their beautiful shimmery products, the twinkling H2Os and the radiant gels, and I haven't played with the primary elements yet, but I'm still waiting for my design team box, so as soon as it gets here I'll be able to play with even more products, and I'm sure they're all wonderful. They just came out with a new one, the metallic ultra vivid metallics, so I'm excited to play with those too. So let's see, favorite craft at the moment, I have to say iCads. I'm taking part for the first time in the Index Card a Day challenge, and I'll put a link to that below if you're not familiar with it. It's by yvaloveearts.com, and you just basically make art on little index cards, and it's for June and July, 61 days, and I love the size of it. Maybe it's because I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator back in the day, and I used to, you know, make a lot of cards, and so this is like card size. But it's small enough to where it doesn't take too much time to finish, and it's big enough to where you have at least a little bit of room, more so than, say, like with an artist trading card. So I'm having fun with that. It says, do you have pets? I'm going to say no, but I am a dog lover, and I will have one again someday. I am currently living with my parents, and they have 2 dogs, so I also used to be a dog groomer. So I groom my parents' dogs for them, and that's really fun. I know I'm going to have a dog someday, and if I do, it's going to be small because I just love little toy lap dogs. They're so cute, and they're easy to clean up after, and I like grooming them, and they're just very sweet, and yeah. So, let's see. My favorite time to craft would be at night, although right now my art space is in my bedroom, and so I have my kid that shares this room with me and my boyfriend, so we're, you know, they're sleeping and I can't craft at night usually, so I just craft whenever I can. Usually first thing in the morning is the best time for me, because my boyfriend will take our son and go downstairs and play, and that gives me some time to actually get something done. So, but really any time of day I will craft, as you know, anytime I have the chance to I will, because I just love it. So let's see, where am I? Favorite non-crafter YouTube channel. I'm going to pass on this one just because I don't have one. All I watch are art videos and crafting videos, so I mean that's all I have time for. There's so many great ones too. My favorite TV show, I have a lot, but probably Grey's Anatomy. It's probably the one I've been watching the longest, and it's probably not going to be on for much longer, I would imagine, but I really love that storytelling in that show. So, favorite movie, I'd have to say, is About Time. And favorite color, that one's a tough one. It's like asking which one's your favorite kid. You know, like, I love them all equally. But I guess if I have to pick one, it would probably be red. It was my favorite color growing up, and then I kind of changed to blues, and then I don't know, some years ago I started really being attracted to reds again. So let's just go with that. Favorite store? I think, like, there's no craft stores in the small town that I live in, but about 45 minutes away is a town that has like 4 crafting stores. I've got Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Joann's, and Tuesday Morning. And so I try to hit those up whenever I go to Corpus. And I would have to say probably Hobby Lobby is my favorite of those. It's tough. It's a tough call. They're all great. But yeah. Let's see. My favorite restaurant, that's another tough one, but I wrote P.F. Chang's because I really love their lettuce wraps. They're yummy. And I also like sushi, and they have pretty good sushi there too. Magazine, I'm going to say Flow. And author, this is going to be funny, but J.K. Rowling. Like, I really miss the Harry Potter series. I loved that series. Like, I would be like one of the first ones to get the books, and I'd read them all the way through, and I loved all the movies. And I'm really excited that they're coming out with a new one, the prequel, but I don't know, is the book out on that one? I don't even know. I'm saying I'm such a huge fan, and yet I don't even know that, so I'm gonna have to look at that. My favorite shoes would have to be flip-flops, just because a lot of time I like to be barefoot, honestly, but flip-flops are easy just to slip on and go out and do stuff, and yeah. Favorite time of year, I'm going to say the fall. I live in Texas and it's super hot, and there's like maybe 1 month during the year where it's nice and cool, and I'd probably say that's October, November, somewhere around there, and it's just, the weather is just perfect, and I love that time of year, especially because, you know, you're getting ready for the holidays and you have all that to look forward to. So let's see, something most people don't know about you. Alright. Let's see what I wrote. Well, maybe I should. I don't know if I wanted to share this because it's kind of serious and kind of sad. But that's what Diane did, so I guess I can tell you that I was bullied in middle school and by my own friends. So it was something, like, I wasn't like physically beat up or anything. It was more like socially ridiculed, and that's really hurtful when you're that age. So I actually even moved schools because of it, and took me a long time to get over, but I moved past it, and you know, that which doesn't kill you makes you stronger and all of that. But even to this day, I think I've had a hard time making close friends, especially with girls, because it was girls that had been really mean to me. So I tend to be more of a loner type than a social butterfly, if you can believe it. Maybe that's true of most artists, I don't know. But so there's that. That was kind of a sad time in my life, and I have middle schoolers now, and my oldest son had his bout with some bullying, and I just know it's such a horrible time for kids, because kids can be really mean. So I cringe and I worry for my kids now, but you know, I'm fine, and I know they will be fine. It's just such a hard time. So I also wanted to not end on a sad note because I don't like doing that. So I also wanted to share that I love to play tennis, which I haven't done in forever, because it's, yeah, when I moved down here I was pregnant, and then now I've got a little toddler and I barely have time to do my art, so I don't know anyone here to play tennis with either, and but I really love tennis. And also I taught myself how to play the guitar a few years ago, and I used to love doing that too, and I still don't do that right now either. But you know, those kinds of things just kind of come and go, but art, that's my thing right now, and I love it. And so yeah, that's the 22 questions, and I hope you had you know, a good time getting to know me a little bit better. And you know, the hands that you see in most of my videos, I don't get out in front of the camera very often, so yeah. I hope you had a good time listening to me ramble, and I'm going to go ahead and end this video. Bye! Oh, and don't forget to go and check out Diane's channel. So if you want to play along too, I wish that you would, because I want to get to know all of you in this wonderful community that we have of artists online. Alright, bye! And there are also the names Yvonne and Yvette. Oh no, here comes my son. Oh. I'm in the middle of recording.